Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Man of 1,004 Bumps. I apologise there hasn't been an episode in a bit of time. Unfortunately, a couple weeks ago I broke my phone, and then in the training session after that I also managed to get a shoulder sprain after taking a move badly in the ring, and I essentially missed training for I finished that. I couldn't finish that training, and then obviously I missed the next training and was only be able to partially sort of get back to full strength at the moment. That's why there hasn't been an episode for a while. We're now back. My shoulder is still a little sore, still a little tender. It does hurt occasionally when I do certain moves in the ring. But this week has been back to being a full week of training, and a lot of what we've been speaking about has been getting ready for the next main roster show, which is coming up in just over a week. And also the sons of Kevin Von Erich will be here shortly, because they are taking part of the main event of the evening. They're putting their tag team titles up against the Leopards, which will be good to see. And also there's going to be the usual title match that they've announced will be a strap match for the first time. So that's really cool. That's something that's definitely going to be looking forward to. After the last show, where I sort of stayed the whole way through, I'm definitely looking forward to taking part in all of that again. There's really such a good atmosphere after a show that I regret not having stayed sort of longer the previous times and helped out, because it's a lot of fun. Aside from that, everything's going really well. We are also looking to prepare, like I've said in the previous episodes, for the upcoming Academy show in they're talking about January, but they still don't have a set date for that. And again, looking to sort of not necessarily working on the matches yet. I feel like a lot of that will come after the main event, the main show is done, and they'll be able to sort of dole out who will be doing what in the Academy show, which will be good. But a lot of it has been sort of bringing everyone together to the same level, which is important, because especially now that we're starting to work, and sort of now I'm not necessarily an advanced guy, but certainly more of an advanced guy than I was going into the first Academy show. And that there are people that now that there's always been people that are more experienced than me, but now there's people that are less experienced than me. And if I have to work with, or if any one of the people that started with me has to work with those people, we have to be aware that we're working to the level that they're ready for, and not necessarily the level that we're ready for, which is not something that we necessarily had to take into account during the last show. And work they're trying to get it mixed up where sort of people on all three levels are working together. So just in the ring, a lot of what we've been working on is brawling and strikes, sort of putting together chains of strikes and different striking combinations and moves. We've added more and more things to the mix, just something that will mean that there'll be some variety when it gets to the Academia show, hopefully. When it gets to that point, and then obviously the next part of that is also working in the ring and starting to build up matches from the start, what they look like, and certain areas, and going from lockups and headlock takedowns and universal drills and body slams in the ring, and trying to link everything up. So on the first training session of the week, we had a drill in the ring that was focused on quick pins. So it was a backslide, then a roll up, backslide, schoolboy, and then a roll up was the last one. I feel like there's another one that was also in there that was just sort of quick sort of 1-2 count pin, like 1 count pins, and just quickly kicking out. And that was really good. And then today in the ring, we worked from the start of the comeback, and working on the same basis of a comeback, and then just the last big move of the comeback. And the comeback is always quite easy to explain for anybody that's watched wrestling in recent years, because John Cena's comeback is the same pretty much every single match that he does, and even someone like Balor as well is someone that does a very similar comeback. It's also kind of referred to as the 5 moves of doom, but it's less so. So Cena's one is shoulder tackle, flying shoulder tackle, atomic drop, and then the 5-knuckle shuffle, where he gets to then prepare for the AA. And so the big move at the end of that isn't really a big move, it's the 5-knuckle shuffle. But yeah, outside of that, doom, so we're working on that, both doing the comeback and then receiving the comeback. So that was good to do, and that was good, and they sort of encourage people to mix it up. So the more sort of senior guys would do things that more advanced they learn, whereas the guys that are more at a beginner's level were sort of told to just keep it simple, stick to what they know. And also when the more experienced guys, I shouldn't say older because a lot of the guys that I work with are quite young, but a lot of the newer guys, when they were working with the older guys were sort of told to keep it to a level where they were comfortable with, so not doing anything that was too ridiculous. But yeah, so that was the training for this week. It's good to be back at training. It was definitely something that I missed last week, and it was very sad to sort of get injured in the way that I did and have to take time off training, but now I'm back, and so that's all good. Alright, and that's where I'll finish the episode. Until next week, or I should say until next episode, if the same thing happens. We've got a few more weeks before I head back to Australia for a month, so there won't necessarily be wrestling updates while I'm there, but I will hopefully keep up training sort of while I'm over there to keep in shape. I've been very bad on that this week, but yeah, that's it, and until next episode, take care.